Yo, B Marsh Boxing back at it with another boxing video. What's going on, boxing heads and fight fans around the world? So, Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, the rematch. Well, they're supposed to do a bid, and the first bid has been postponed. Actually, today, I'm sorry, I'm bugging. What's today? February 30th, the day that these guys go to first bid. But the WBC has extended and postponed the purse bid for one more week. You know what I mean? So Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder asked the WBC to step in, and they said that they want an extension for at least a week, and that's after that's now that when the WBC decided to postpone the purse bid. You know what I mean? According to Suleiman, he tells ESPN.com, quote, "We have extended for 1 week the free negotiations per their request," end quote. Those are words from Mauricio Suleiman. Now, the rematch, this thing happened in either April or May in Las Vegas, Nevada, or New York. I've been more hearing about center, you know what I mean? Um, I don't know where they make the most money. I would think Las Vegas, because initially that was the first venue they was talking about for the first fight, but they did it in Los Angeles. I'd have preferred they do it in Las Vegas. That's the fight capital of the world. You know what I mean? Wilder's manager Shelly Finkel, he said he's confident that the negotiations they're gonna come to a conclusion, and there'll be no need for a purse bid within these next 7 days. From today, the 5th, till in the next 7 days. Shelly Finkel thinks that these guys will come together for an agreement rather than go first bid, because it would work out in the man Deontay Wilder's favor. You know what I mean? In a 60-40 split. You check it, 60 split. If the Wilder versus Fury rematch goes bid, because any and everybody who got the guap, they can participate. They can throw down, and including guys like Eddie Hearn. I mean, if Hearn Matchroom, they try to get in the first bid, that means that the could take place on for Showtime, and I'm sure Deontay Wilder and would that. I don't know if Tyson Fury actually and Frank Warren. I'm pretty sure they still want to have it on BT Sports. And if Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, they need to get this thing crack-a-lacking by in the next day. They're gonna be, they might be having any and everybody try to participate in the purse bid. You know what I'm saying? Them, you know what I'm saying? True, really and truly, for Anthony Joshua, it's the man Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury coming together, getting their terms together. You know what I'm saying? With no problems, no difficulties, and coming together and getting the negotiations done and agreeing to a certain price, you know what I mean? A certain, revenue split, you know what I mean? Like I said, if it goes to purse bid 60-40 in Deontay Wilder's favor, and I'm pretty sure that the man, why it's being held up a little bit is because, Tyson Fury probably feels he deserves more than the first fight, and I don't blame him. He almost fight. A lot of people wrote him off. A lot of people thought he'd get knocked out or stopped, like I did. I thought he'd be stopped on his feet at some point in time in the later rounds. But, Tyson Fury showed a valiant effort and he survived. You know what I'm saying? I had to fight a draw. Eddie Hearn and them, they basically going to be left outside in the cold. You know what I mean? And that's not because they don't got the money to pay these guys. They got the money well. It's just the fact that Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury lowball from the man Eddie Hearn and AJ. So they doing their own thing. And really and truly, there's probably going to be a clause in the contract that if Deontay Wilder loses, then there will be no about that. So Anthony Joshua and them, they better pray. They hoping and praying that Deontay Wilder wins a fight. You know what I mean? With no consent. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry, Anthony Joshua is basically going to be having to these bums like these cold bums like Big Baby and Miller. Likes of who did he fight the last fight? I don't even remember who he fought in his last. Was it Povetkin? Shows how much I've been paying attention. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, man, the purse bid is, like I said, man, Wilder and Fury, they need to get the negotiations done within the next 7 days. You know what I mean? The WBC gave them a extension. You know what I'm saying? But if they don't, it's gonna go to Postponed, and AJ just gonna be left out there, just talking about begging for the fight, like he was begging earlier this year, or was it at the end of last year? He was begging for the fight. You know what I'm saying? And even man, like I made a video earlier about the man, why the Anthony Joshua fans hate Dillian White now all of a sudden. It's also because man, like Dillian White said, hey, that $50 million Deontay Wilder was offered AJ was real. He said he seen proof of funds. Dillian White said that, not I. I didn't see no proof of funds. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in the negotiation room. I'm not in the boardrooms or none of that. You know what I'm saying? But he said that he seen proof of funds. Basically saying AJ ain't want to fight even though he asked for the $50 million. You know what I mean? And you know what I hate about the AJ fanatics too, who love to bang on Deontay Wilder? They love to say, "Oh, keep these negotiations off of YouTube. Keep them out of the off of social media." Like the man Eddie Hearn isn't the king of putting out negotiation terms and all this money, revenue, and all that. Like he don't be going to spit that shit with Coogan on IFL TV. You see the double standards and the hypocrisy. Man, I'm glad I'm not built like that, man. I couldn't even look myself in the mirror when I brush my teeth in the morning or when I brush my teeth before I go to bed. You know what I'm saying? At least I got a backbone to stand on, you know what I mean? We can't be saying that Deontay Wilder is putting out negotiations. What? Because he said he's going to offer the man $50 million. So when the man Anthony Joshua, Eddie Hearn is putting out negotiations, and he said it on an IFL TV. He said, "Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. Probably should be keeping these negotiations private, and the revenue and money he's talking about splits." But the Anthony Joshua fanatics and Eddie Hearn nut riders, they never bring this stuff up. You know what I'm saying? They don't bring this stuff up. That's the hypocrisy that I just don't understand people. But people got agendas, man. You know what I'm saying? They got agendas at the end of the day. It's ridiculous, man. I don't got no agenda for nobody who ain't built. If you're not part of my family, man, it's just boxing, dogs. I watch this shit for entertainment. You know what I'm saying? After boxing, I got a life. I do many different other things besides coming on YouTube hating and banging on anybody. If anybody sees this video and thinks I'm hating on banging on anybody, and I don't know what to say to you. I'm just speaking the truth. The truth of the matter is, Wilder and AJ have been given an extent. I'm sorry, AJ. I'm sorry, Wilder and Tyson Fury have been given a 1 week extension by the WBC per their request. And Anthony Joshua and them, they left out in the cold. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Look, there was offer $50 million that Dillian White said he seen proof of funds. But apparently Eddie Hearn and them, they at one point in time they did kind of admit it, not knowing that they did admit it on camera, but they did admit that there was that money. You know what I'm saying? And Barry Hearn, the pops of Eddie Hearn, the president of or the chairman of that Matchroom Sports, he basically said, you know what I'm saying, and this is what he said. He said something to the effect that he indicated that a 50-50 deal with the winner of Tyson Fury and Wilder would probably be realistic. You know what I'm saying? He says that's more realistic. Wins that fight. But like I said, if Tyson Fury wins the fight, Deontay Wilder and them, they're going to have a trilogy. You know what I'm saying? Really and truly. And don't be surprised if they do that shit 4 times. You know what I mean? They fight 4 times. I wouldn't be surprised. You know what I mean? But Wilder's built his profile in the States, which is good for him. Yo, what's up, Mike? Mike 104. He's in the chat. He says, what's happening, B Marsh? And he says, Mike 104 says, boxing is greater than boxing over bickering. No question about it, man. I don't be bickering about spit the truth, you know what I mean? And I just gave examples of why Deontay White now. because he said he's seen proof of funds. Because Dillian White wants more money than he made versus Chisora versus AJ Anthony Joshua, and because the man Dillian White, you know what I'm saying, he's exposing AJ. Say, yeah, that 50 million was real. You seen the man Dillian White? He don't be hiding shit. He did an interview right there with Coogan Cassius and him up in the mix, and he was talking to him like not talking to Eddie Hearn like Eddie Hearn is his boss, basically talking to him like you basically you a friend of me of mine. You know what I mean? I know you AJ's boy. You riding for AJ. You know what I'm saying? You don't give a fuck about me, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna call it like I see it, and that's exactly what Dillian White's doing. But yeah, man, post first bid has been postponed. Let's hope these two guys, the Tyson Fury camps and Deontay Wilder get together within the next 7 days and come together on the negotiations to make the fight happen for May or April. I can't wait to see the rematch. You know what I mean? Hopefully, we get a conclusive winner, whichever way it goes. You already know who I'm rooting for, but I'm not going to be here crying a river if Deontay Wilder loses, like y'all AJ fanatics would cry a river if anybody beat him. That's not what I'm about. I want to see the best fight the best. And if you lose, you lose. If he dies, he dies. Be Marsh Boxing. I'm out of here. Hit that thumbs up if you like the video. If you're new to the channel, please share and subscribe. Peace. Big ups to Mike 105.